Hello everyone and welcome back to RogueFluff's hard mod leveling guide. Today we are going to do the Blood Furnace. It's the second dungeon that opens up on Burning Crusade. It's rated levels 58 to 68 if I remember correctly. So this should be quite easy. We are level 67, still wearing greens and blues and drops and some auction house daggers. Well, one auction house dagger, one is some quest dagger. We did pick up some nice flasks from Dark Moon. If you haven't seen the last episode on Dark Moon Fair, then check it out. There's some cool stuff there. So we will be using some of these flasks. You can use one at a time, unless there's a guardian, and well, anyway, we'll be using one each because I don't know how many times we're gonna wipe here. Also, we've made some Dark Moon fish cake or whatever, and that gives us 20 plus 20 to versatility, so we'll be eating that. Nothing too special about the mobs here. Some melee and some casters, and a bunch of imps that will fire fireballs. So try to take care of these ones first, because they are non-elites, but they do dish out a ton of damage. I would like to talk to you for a couple seconds about the Dark Grimoire, which you pick up when you start your Dark Moon Fair. Basically, having that grimoire in your bag allows you to collect grisly trophies. Basically, you get one for every elite that you kill. So I think it's 250 to finish the quest. So a couple runs, a couple solo runs or a couple runs with other people should pretty much do that, and that's a couple more tickets for Dark Moon. As in our previous videos, I'll just remind you to have all your bandages, healing potions, whatnot ready for the run, because we will be stopping to heal quite a lot. Along these stairs are a couple of stealthies. If you kind of zigzag along the stairs, you can find them quite easily. They should go down quite fast as they are rogues, which, like you, are quite squishy. There's one on the stairs, and I think one or two more at the top of the stairs, so make sure you look for them because they might be squishy, but they do dish out quite a lot of damage. Cleaning up the rest of the mobs, I try to take care of the casters first because they do dish out a lot of damage, as I said before. One thing I wanted to talk to you about is line of sight. So we have this caster here, and as long as I'm in front of him, he can shoot shadow bolts. But the minute I break line of sight, he cannot shoot at me anymore. So he has to run towards me, and that's basically a different type of pull. This will work as well with PvP, as you're trying to run away from mage or hunter or anyone which is ranged, and basically if you break his line of sight, then you should be safe. I actually end up dying to this mob because I had a dot on me and I didn't notice, and it broke my stealth just as I got around to them, and I kind of lost it. So there are another type of NPCs here, which are engineers, and these ones you really should be careful about. They don't hit very hard, but they do leave very strong AoE proximity bomb on the ground, and if you touch that bomb, then it explodes for a shitload of damage. So it won't kill you, it won't one-shot you, but if you encounter 2-3 of these engineers together and they all leave bombs, then you can die without even understanding exactly what happened. So with that in mind, try to deal with them accordingly. What I usually do is sap one of the engineers and then open with a cheap shot and kidney shot instead of a damage, so they don't get to drop their bombs. First boss, the Maker. Sounds ominous, it looks very tough, but actually at level 67 he is very easily soloable. He only has two abilities, one which will take control of you, and since you're the only one in the party, that's no big deal. And the second ability is basically an AoE fire, so keep feint up and dodge, and yeah, you should just take him out quite simply. He got like 30k health. He drops nothing interesting, so don't bother with that. On your way to the next boss, you will have to deal with bigger and bigger mobs as they are packed tightly together. Always remember to sap the most notorious, the most damaging ones. In this case it is the engineers or the patrol, depends on who you are fighting. There are two patrols, that one at the end of the corridor, one at the beginning of the corridor. Also there is a stealthy at the end, so take care of him. The second hall is pretty much the same. There's two patrols roaming around with vision. You can also shadow step and sap as we've done in Hellfire Rampart, so utilize that technique. And once you're done with that, there is a big lever. Now, when you open this big lever, a bunch of melees will run at you, and although you can take them, try to save your cooldowns as the mobs get bigger and bigger. I think it's 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. There's not much time between them. There's just this time when they run, so you will have to time your healing, cannibalize, and all other types of cooldowns of healing as well. I do end up wiping here twice until I get the timing just right, and well, you'll see what happens then. So after my second wipe, I think, yeah, I just wiped twice here. So after my second wipe here, well, by the time I kind of figure out how to time all my cooldowns, I'm running back and I realize that I am, for some reason, still in aggro. I'm still in combat, and as I run in, I encounter a bunch of melees that is basically the last mob. So apparently the last mob was running towards the entrance while I was running back towards the boss. And realizing this, I try to run back into the room because I know that once I get them, the boss should spawn. And I do get knocked down quite a lot. But I do manage to kind of keep my cooldowns ready. And by the time I'm with the last of the mob, I realize that the boss fight has started and the gate just closed. I totally forgot about it. So I will cannibalize and drink, and I go towards the door. I hope that somehow it will be bugged and I will be able to aggro the boss, since there's no one else in the room. And somehow I do, because it's Burning Crusade and everything here is bugged. So he is stuck at the gate, and I'm putting my dots on him, and I try to run away, and then he gets unstuck. So basically, I'm now in the middle of a boss fight before I had any chance to kind of get together, get my thoughts together and understand what's going on. He does have an AoE that bleeds us, not bleed, it's nature damage, but he doesn't hit very hard, so I kind of try to use my cooldown smart and basically take him out just like another elite. So that was easy, not how I intended to take down that boss, but well, fuck it, you know, you get them what you get. In terms of drops, Brogok has nothing interesting for rogues, no leather, no weapons, basically nothing interesting. I keep at the mobs, and just note that these huge fell guards do have a kick that will knock you back, so be careful for that. These the last room before the last boss. So yeah, just be careful when you engage them so they don't kick you toward another mob. The last boss is Calidan the Breaker, and to start the encounter you have to kill all the priests that are holding him in place. To do that, they're pretty much one shot, so make sure you have one sapped so you can start the encounter when you want to and not when they are ready. I start the encounter quite fast because I see I have full health and full combo points and energy. Basically, he has a couple of abilities. One of them makes him invulnerable, so don't waste your abilities while he does that. The two other abilities are AoEs, so just keep your feint up at all times. Keep your AoE damage low. Keep your health up along the battle and just slowly take him down. There's nothing special to him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's quite easy. He does drop quite a lot of interesting gear for rogues. He will drop either Vest of Vengeance, which is a nice leather with 3 prismatic sockets, the Mantle of the Dusk Dweller, which is a nice leather shoulder, and he drops an axe, which is nice for off-spec, and an imbued crystal, which is something that will start, it's an item that will start a quest. So yeah, Blood Furnace, not the craziness of level 64 Hellfire Ramparts. I don't know if it's the levels, because I haven't really obtained any new or interesting gear between then and now, or I don't know, maybe it's just dungeon is much easier. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think in a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. RogueFluff out.